sexuality is the crystallization of our people's pride.
My Luba.
Also, I mean, because your questions made me think about the women in the blaxploitation horror films, and I thought of them as quasi-horror films rather than as horror films, because they did what blaxploitation film did. They had the funk soundtrack, and it's the wrong soundtrack for a horror movie.
I don't think the studio thought they were going to get the movie that they got.
It's Marlena Clark and her performance in Ganja and Hess. Her performance and her beauty and her talent and the screenplay that Bill wrote elevated her and the film out of the whole black exploitation genre totally.
You want to talk to the stars of these films, and you want them to do this sort of critical cultural textual analysis. And I don't know if they can do that. I don't know if they can give you that. What they can give you, what these women can give you, is what being in these films meant to them.
We would, I think with William Marshall, we both loved the fact that we prepared and we studied. And we didn't want to mess with it, we wanted to respect it just in case it worked.
They didn't tell me that it was a rape scene, but they told them that it was a rape scene. But they didn't tell them that it was a pretend rape scene.
And Frank said, you know, hey, I have a role for you. And you first saw that it was a prostitute in the film. What was your first reaction, considering, you know, this is the tail end of exploitation period? What was your first reaction?
I'm gonna be in the film.
Put it this way, here in Indiana, I don't think they played a lot of that kind of things at the drive-in, and you couldn't really find them, so I didn't grow up with that. My mom is from Chicago, so she knows a lot of those films, but I never really got into them. And I kind of feel bad, but I just never did.
Who's your favorite one from the 70s?
Oh, wow.
They did. They said, oh, you're causing, creating blaxploitation. Because I showed a nipple, because I can shoot, I stepped in a man's shoes. You didn't call it what Fred Williamson and Jim Brown and all these other actors did, these same movies with the same formulas, with the same abuse, with the same dragging women across the... I saw Clint Eastwood movie where he goes in and rapes a woman.
The white girl became the hero, and the black person was the first killed.
I think that it has to do with men, and I don't think it has anything to do with women. I think that with black men, that was what was running the blaxploitation.
The Hollywood producers were trying to say, at least the Hollywood studios were trying to say that black movies didn't make box office in Europe. So the European sales weren't there.
It got made by hook or by crook, and went on to win the Cannes Film Festival Award in '72, and voted as one of the 10 best films of the decade.